I think I want to pull cards and look at what happened with Kash Patel and what's his name, Bonzino, that before they got hired on by Trump and Stein, the megalomaniac, they were on their podcast saying the Epstein files, they need to be released, we need to get this information, you know. And now, all of a sudden, what Epstein files? What? No, there's no list. There's no, I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing there. Okay? Total denial. That was the platform they were running on. Get that stuff released, and then the minute they're in that position of power, all of a sudden, well, I don't know what you want to look at. There's nothing to see there. There's just no there. So what happened? What happened with these guys? The reading's about, kind of pondering it now. Don't like what they see. Having to sit with it now. Little different now. Really unhappy with what you're finding. Okay. And the energy coming into it, now they're feeling pushed, embattled. Okay. Sitting with it, and now the truth dawns. Okay. Embattled. Above it, by what? The dark. Oh, the truth dawns. The dark side emerges. When it comes to the truth, when it comes to information. Okay? So above them now, they've got the dark side. When it comes to the information. Are they drinking themselves to death on the other? Because they're sitting there with those cups, unhappy with what they've found, and now feeling embattled because above them is the dark side. They sold themselves out. So what's going on now? Yeah, this was the life choice. They ran into that. They took those positions of power. And now they have to juggle this stuff. Okay, play the clown. Juggle these things. Wear a mask. With the foundation of hiding stuff. Keeping it hidden. Okay? So they went from their podcasts of saying, we need to get this stuff, we need to push, this needs to be outed, to all of a sudden now they've taken those positions of power, sitting with it, not liking what they're found it. Now they've got the dark side above them, hanging over their head when it comes to whatever information is going to come out. They're juggling this, they're having to hide it. The challenge is an agreement. They've made an agreement. Potential outcome is, facing a loss. They've lost their self-esteem. They've lost their integrity. Okay, they've sold out. So let's see what we have above it. Yeah. The messages they have to feed people. Juggling the dark. And the foundation is, the fight. The actions of covering over the information. Covering over any new information. Hiding it. Okay? Why? Because they've sold out the lovers. Okay? Because they've sold out to the dark. Juggling it, the life path, and hiding this stuff now. They have become lovers of Trump, but now the truth dawns, and they've got that dark element hanging over their head. Okay? And now they have to juggle the dark side and what they're going to feed people, what they're going to put out. Because their life choice, they made an agreement. They made an agreement to work for this administration. Okay? So let's go ahead, we'll do the clarifying read. Mickey, out. Mickey. So let's see what we have at the center of all of it. Sorry about that. Mickey. The center of it is the delusion. Things done by the dark of night. I love this moon card. Okay. The things they're doing by the dark of night, the delusion. Okay. Trying to convince themselves, I guess, the ends justify the means now. They have a new cup emerging. Okay. New cup. What are they going to fill it with? When it comes to justice, the delusion. The delusion. Ends justify the means, apparently. On one side of it, we have this abuse of power. Okay? Guarding the truth, the abuse of power, the delusion that they've got themselves in. When it comes to controlling anything that gets out, okay? Controlling the ground, controlling what's there through fighting back, strength. And not strength in a good way, strength of abuse. Strength of abusing it now. Yep. When it comes to what they're hanging on to. Okay, the concrete things they've got that they're hanging on to, abusing it in their delusion, the fight to keep it hidden. The other side of it, when it comes to America, when it comes to what they're putting out to America, above it, when it comes to any kind of message about information, truth, they're controlling this situation and juggling things. The foundation is to juggle it. Keep it up in the air when it comes to justice. The fight to keep it up in the air. To end it, okay? They don't want it to get out. They want to not only suppress it, they want to end it by continuing to hang on to it, okay, to hide it. And that's what they're working on, okay? It's what they're working on. But the harvest is due. Things are going to get overturned. It's continuing its motion forward. When it comes to Trump, okay, and the lid is off. The lid is off. They can't hide it forever, okay? It's going to come out. And they are going to find themselves on the wrong side of history. Because they've sold out, and now they have the devil on their heads, okay? They've decided to go to the dark because of their Ends justify the means when it comes to the Repugly Ugly Party. We're lovers of Trump. And so now we've got to hide all his dark deeds. So they've sold out. 100% sold out. So I'd like to see how they live with themselves with that, having sold out. On that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.